So, what did I meant about Matthew 18:18? Whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. This is rage. This is rage I'm talking about in Matthew 18:18. You know, throughout incarnations, you have this. You know, that is why you are angry to anyone around you. When you have not, it's like this. When I started, when I've been doing this records, which, I didn't want to be here. I don't want to be here, but I obey my Father who, through his name, I agree. I agree for fulfillment of the scriptures, or sola scriptura as I call it, and to distinguish each and every one, to learn my weapon spiritually as when I am in flesh. Like a few hours ago, I just physically, like, ahead of like a school of that woman, Dacian the pagan. It just basically light up in my head. And then I was right in front of here as a spirit of the OWL, a spirit of OWL. Because that is what I do when I'm targeting humans, non-arc that have accused me, and those angels, I've target them, the ark of my father's covenant, I've target them through that, my voice, my words, and these are the humans that even to this end have not repent, yet they tell to others, repent, when they have not atoned their own sins, because throughout their incarnations, or many of them don't have reincarnations. Reincarnation is used for your last beat. I have all that. I have all these humans. I have all this, and so the prophets. Because immortal realm is like this. You have when you are a fairy of any realm, you have to reincarnate to get reincarnation, or you have to reincarnate to gain for it's either for your loved ones, for your people you love, or for anyone around you, and this is what throughout incarnations, apostles or prophets, saints, angels in the body were killed. Why? Because we always speak the truth of what's in our heart. And Satan's angels don't like what we speak, yet we tell us big on Satan, when they are themselves the Satans. They are this what they have not, because Satan's is, like I said, Satan is always Satan, You are what you are, Satan will be always Satan. You try to help them, then they come back to you in rage. They accuse you things, they have no idea who you are, they have not seen you. You try to help them, like example. I tried to pick a coin that somebody have dropped, and then I give it to him, and then in the head is something, like they still accuse you something. This happens to me before, this happens to me before, or something like somebody has dropped her coin. It was like a 20 peso and then 20 baht. And then I touched her and said, your money dropped. Look, you have your money dropped on the floor. And then she looked at me like as if I was, her wallet, she kept in her hand, and then she kept looking. But her head, I could read that, and it was really, really, I just ignored her through that, because then I was starting to be awakened when I started, like, I can read everyone's mind. that's when I started to awaken, and then that's when also he started to keep coming to me every night, every night, every night. Even one time, what do you call this? I have a stingray tail because I bought it. I thought there were demons. Because I could not see them yet. It took me a time before I could see the angels floating around me, and it was one afternoon. But I see a man. All I see is him. Keep following me. And then I bought this stingray which cost 25 baht each. I bought two because a stingray tail is for to rid off devil, to rid off devil. And then whatever I do, he won't go. He just keep coming every day. And then one afternoon, I wanted to walk with my dogs because I take them out once in a while. And they're always like when it's time for them to to replenish outside. When you say replenish, like to shit, like this, to pee like that. Because my dog do not pee inside of my house because I train them. Actually, dogs has better sense than humans. So, this is what humans become in this end. They have whatever they bind on earth, they have bind in their ancestrals. That is the rage, greed, lawlessness, money, money, and death, death, accusing somebody that you have no idea who you are. You know, Matthew 18:18, the accuser of the apostles. It means the accuser of the apostles, Matthew 18:18, because a name followed by numbers is a lot to me, humans. It's defined all things of what is truly written in the book of life. Whatever you bind on earth are bound in heaven. For it not to touch in the world, that's true. Another meaning that I said that no one goes to the Father except through me. So meaning no one goes to heaven, because if you are full of sorrow, you won't go there. You stop your from the body where you are, from the shell where you've been. You are taken to the place. It's like a cube where you'll stay there with ultraviolets. And then it will scan you if you are apostles, prophets, or whatever that you've been. Because in the beginning, before, there were wolves. There were wolves that when wolves bite you, whatever they bite you, you become a death. In flesh. But spiritually, you are still what you are. So, that's another sun that don't touch into your chest. That is another thing that you don't bind within you when you are through spirit. Because spirits do not accuse anyone that they have no idea what it is. Spirits do not, like these humans that they judge others based on what they can hear only. It's like this, that since I've been here, I've been accused, been slandered, been mocked, all that. And the worst part they're doing is they are begging me to show up on the camera. Which is, I can't, because I obey my Father who sent me, that He is not letting me show my face on anyone until the King pick me up. So, whatever you lose on earth will be lost in heaven. That is money. Matthew 18:18. Whatever you lose on earth will be lost in heaven. Whatever you lose here, you lose also in heaven. Whatever you love here, you love what is, it's like you are going somewhere and then in the morning you are still, it's like this, just an example. You wake up one morning and you need to go to a department to work or whatever you need to do, or to report to what you call this? I am report to extend your visa or whatever you need to do in the morning, or you need to go to the office. So you take your coffee or like you buy from Starbucks because you weren't ready and you were late. So you just take. That's the same thing you do in your spirit. That's the same thing you do in your spirit. Whatever you lose on earth will be lost in heaven. If you lose that money you have on earth, you will lose all the rage you have in your heart. You must, because that is what you are from the very beginning. You were angry like this, Dacian the Pagan at the time when I was St. Vincent. Many things happened to that. He was so full of rage. It was with his Bishop Valerius. That's that is another thing to that. That is why I said not all are my brides. Not all are predestined to the salvations. For in the beginning, you are the killers of my brothers and sisters. You are given this last chance into this very end to see if you have swallowed your pride. If you have swallowed your pride, because that is what you are throughout incarnation. Pride. Matthew 18:18. Your pride that you can't be taught by anybody because you think you are better than anyone. The pride that you must swallow. So that whatever you bind on earth are not bound in heaven. And whatever you lose on earth are loosed in heaven. That's when your spirit can float. And then they're not gonna send you back. That's when you lose everything. What is everything I'm talking about? That's waging war against God. Waging war against God. Pride, you are proud, you are a slave. You are slave into the name Jesus Christ. Whatever you lose on earth shall be lost in heaven. Money. Your greed, your pride, your, So you lose me, your salvation on earth, so you will lose to see the kingdom of heaven. For I truly is binded on earth and also in heaven. For I am a woman without a penny. Because every time humans, before when I had a chatmate, and then he always send me that. Humans, what I do? 50, sometimes I had a week, 20,000 grand a week. Where it goes, humans. I don't keep any of it. I buy food. Pay the bill. And this end, human, I lose all that. I keep food, that's it. But I don't keep that much of amount now. Before I did this, lavish life, but I didn't love that, humans. I didn't love that. That is the main thing I never loved. I never loved any worldly thing. For I do not want to bind myself into anything of unrighteousness. Look at those around you, those rich. They wanted to become more rich. And what will happen to them? What we have on earth, they have an kingdom of hell. And that's the same as you, Dacian the pagan. Even to this very end, you have not repent. What you have bind within yourself, which is you are also on earth, is binded to your ancestral wealth. Rage, pride. That you cannot lose on earth, so heaven will lose you. You got it, you? The heaven have not had you in the beginning. You aim for heaven, for the heaven have loosed you, you angels of Satans. So in this end, you're forcing me to bridle thee, and that's not gonna happen because you are the accuser of my brother and a lovers of demons. You called money.